you want to become a millionaire? Become the person that attracts money and opportunity. You have to release expectations. Release those expectations, and your life will never be the same. Do you want to live the life that most people never live? Do you want to live in that dream that is inside of you? I'm talking about that thing that is just burning. When we put expectations on people, we expect something to come back to us. Because you said you were going to do this thing, I'm going to hold you to that mental weight. You have to release expectations on everybody except yourself. Because you said you were going to do that, I'm waiting for you to respond back to me. Now I hold something against you. Now I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. What happens when you release expectations? You get power. You get so much power because you start to realize, if I want this done, I have to do it myself. And I'm not talking about in a business. In a business, you have other people do things. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the expectations that you put on people. When you put expectations on people, there's some type of energy that goes in between you and that person. But when you break that and you only put expectation on yourself, you're not reliant on other people to do things. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to spread out the time. I'm going to write the goal. I'm going to look into the camera and give everything that I have. I'm going to do it because that's the expectation that I put on myself. What happens is we give out words to people. And when those words are put to people, those words are just there. And it's that person gave me their word. Because they gave me the word, I'm going to just wait and I'm going to hold on to that word. It doesn't work like that. Most people fail because they have given up on their word so much that they don't even believe in themselves anymore. Like when you write down your goals, when you say you are going to do something, and you hold yourself to that, no matter what, how hard it is. I'm going to create this business. I'm going to live out my dreams. I'm going to walk in my purpose. I'm going to do that. When you say that, there's energy behind it. But there's more energy when you hold yourself to the expectation, to the person that is going to actually walk in that dream. That's why it's so powerful. For me, I release the expectations from everybody. The people that work for me, release the expectations. This is what needs to be done. This is the expectation of you, but I don't hold you to that. Why? Because there's power. You heard me say that. There's power in that. I don't even have any expectations on my wife anymore. I just release it all. When you get to a point in your life where it's, I'm going to give, I'm going to give, I'm going to give, I'm going to give, life is going to give to you. I spend more time focusing on giving. I spend more time focusing on pouring out. I spend so much time in expectation of myself to do more and to be more. And what happens is I show up and then my word becomes more powerful to myself. How powerful is your word? How many times have you given up on yourself or not followed through with your word? I used to do that all the time. Tell people, I'm gonna build this business. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna be the person that changes the world, but never do it. I was that person that gave up on myself all the time. Now I'm so careful with my words. I'm so careful because if I say it, then I'm gonna do it. If I put it in my mind and I put pressure behind it and I put my will behind it, then I'm going to create it. You are a powerful person. You are so powerful. You have everything that it takes to create the reality that you want to create. But you have to release expectations from other people. Accept the expectation that you put on your life. And if you do that, you will paint a beautiful picture that you can walk into. Go back to a video that I created, Transform Your Life in 30 Days. In that video, I talk about blocking out the world. I talk about focusing on yourself. I talk about not picking up the phone. I talk about just having your head down and putting in that work. If you do that, your life will be transformed. If you've made it this far, then you are an automator. You are an automator. Automation creates a lifetime of freedom for you. Stay amped, stay pumped, and I'll see you in the next video. Today, we are going to raise that self-esteem and take you to a whole nother level. There's a tool that I have used. It's a secret that I have done and I still use it to this day. It takes me to a whole nother level. Give you about 6 to 8 minutes. Your life is going to change forever. Trust me. Self-image, your self-esteem, your self-worth. We're gonna wrap all of those up together in this video. But don't worry, I'm gonna make separate full videos about all of them. But I wanna give you this tool that breaks me out of every barrier, every cycle. We carry more weight in our head than we do on our bodies. How do I know? Because I lost over 150 pounds, but I changed my mind first. I raised who I am. Some people call it raise your spirit. Some people say raise your vibration. I'm saying raise that self-esteem and that self-image of who you are. But how do you do that? You have to find out what you want more than anything. What do you want? Every time I sit down with a client, I sit down with a business partner, what do you want? What do you want? I need you to write that down. This is part of the secret. Can you write that down? Most people can't do it. Nah, I think I want $1 million a year. I think I want $100,000 a year. I think I want to lose weight. No, what do you want? Why is that so important? Because if you can figure out exactly what you want, then you will be able to see the image that you are portraying out on the outside to other people. When I'm hiring somebody, I ask them that. What are your goals? I want to see them. I want to read them. I want to obtain them. That's going to show me your future. It's the same thing for you right now. Can you write down exactly what you want in the next 3 months? Because if you can do that, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is the person that I am right now. And this is what other people see. I need to raise my self-esteem. I need to raise my self-worth to a whole nother level. But now, how do you do that? Once you know what you want, how do you raise your self-esteem? So every time you set out to do something, your subconscious mind automatically does it. Like you are already in it. You have to build yourself up. This video is great. Hopefully I'm motivating you and I'm getting you pumped up. But that motivation is just some motivation to lead you into inspiration, to lead you into transformation so you can do this next step. Now that you have a blueprint of exactly what you want, I want you to practice that in the mirror. Like say it over and over and over again until you become your own motivational speaker. And then what you're going to do is you are going to pick up your phone and you are going to speak it just over and over again until it's perfect. I want to be a millionaire. I want to change my family's tree. I want to build generational wealth. I want to be the person that says something and follows through with it. And you say that, I am. You say it over and over again until you have a beautiful motivational speech that is on your phone, in your words. And once you do that, you listen to it every single day. So every time you start to fall back into the person that you are right now watching this video, once you start to fall back into that person, you listen to yourself. You no longer listen to digital mentors. You no longer need to listen to other people outside. You have that internal motivation. You may still need more videos. You may still need all of these other things. But the point of this is you becoming the person that speaks power in life. If you can speak power in life and you speak power over yourself, then you are going to be that powerful person that raises their self-esteem. Once you raise your self-esteem, you start to change that self-image. Once you change that self-image, you start to change your actions, and that is what leads into transformation. If you can do that, your self-worth is going to go through the roof, and you are going to be able to look at life, look at your business, look at exactly what you want and make it become a reality. If you've made it this far, I want you to understand this. You are on a journey. And sometimes when you are on that journey, you may feel lost. You may feel like no one understands you, but trust and believe. That's why I make these videos. I understand you, and if nobody have said it to you today, I love you. You are an automator. Automation creates a lifetime of freedom for you. Stay amped, stay pumped, and I'll see you in the next video. How do you make $10,000 fast and scale it with little to no skill? If you have no skill, then you need a lot of confidence. I want you to become a connector. Remember that throughout this video. If you don't have a lot of skill, then you need to use your mind. And I say that a lot because the more you think, the better your actions are going to be. The business that I'm running right now, I started off as a consultant. I didn't want to do anything within the business. But what I did was I connected with a business owner that needed people to run sub offices under an umbrella, under a $1 billion umbrella. And what I did was I sat down with this business owner, and it was so beautiful because the conversation happened on a napkin, about an hour and a half. And within an hour and a half, our conversation was probably 15 minutes, and it was written down on a napkin, a business plan. That turned into a multi-million-dollar business. But it didn't start off like that. It started off with me thinking, I'm gonna connect this business owner with these people who know how to run a business. They know how to hire, how to fire, how to train, how to obtain people, how to generate sales. They know how to do this. All I'm going to do is connect these two people. If I connect these two people, then I can just get a percentage off of everything that is being sold. Boom. Mind blown. And it was just a consultant. I was just a consultant at the time. But when the guys that I set up could not run the business, they didn't want to handle the things that were above them. That's where I came in. I came in and I started running the business. I helped them scale the business, but I was still outside of the business. That gave me $10,000 so quick. But what it gave me more than the $10,000 was the freedom. We want to build these big businesses, and I talk about building $1 million businesses because when you get to about $15,000 to $20,000 a month, you realize it's a lot of money to be able to move around with. But my mind wasn't there. My mind is always focused on freedom. What is that freedom number? That freedom number is $10,000 a month. My mind was set on if I can build this out and get them to a level that's going to give me $10,000 a month. That's going to give me time, because time is so much more valuable than sitting there working and working and working and working and working. If I have more time, then I have more freedom. If I have more freedom, then I can build more. That's why I said $10,000. If you have never generated $10,000 not working but connecting people, your life is going to fly. You are going to flourish. You're going to go to a whole nother level. You are going to go into a stratosphere that most people never reach because they're focused on the work. If I can get you out of the mindset of not putting all of your energy and your time in that, because people like to work, maybe you like to use your brain more. I use my brain more. I connected a business owner with the people who can run the business, and I just stepped back and I watched it work. When it wasn't working, I stepped in. Do this, scale this way, worked, step back. Become a connector. Maybe you don't have the skills to run an entire business, but you have an eye. You have the ability to learn. Go inside of a business. How come you guys don't have people coming into the business? Because you're not marketing. Connect them with somebody that markets and get a percentage off of everything that comes in. You guys have all of these people coming in, but you don't have sales. Find people that know how to sell, connect them, and get a percentage off of everything that comes in. And maybe you can take that position of being a consultant, learning it, and then start to come in the business and run the business. Or you just duplicate that process. That's a business right there. When I talk about entrepreneurship and I talk about building a business, it's not always with hundreds of employees. No, it is using that mind. So you use your mind, so you buy back your time, because time is the only thing that you cannot buy. And if you made it this far, then you are an automator. Automation creates a lifetime of freedom for you. Stay amped, stay pumped, and I'll see you.